Welcome people of YouTube, Jack Gash here again today, and I'm out on my mountain bike and I wanted to make a video about the present moment, and now it's the only thing that actually exists. Now we hear this a lot mentioned in self-help, you know, motivational talks, spiritual books, religious texts. We hear about this the present moment, but I never hear it get simplified and I never hear it actually get boiled down. So that's something that I'm going to try and do here today. The present moment, the moment of existing, the moment of being. How do we tap into that place? How do we tap into being present? Being present, the moment you were born, that's when you presented yourself to the world. That's when your presence started. How you hold yourself within every living second. We get lost in our minds, we get encapsulated by thought, we get tortured by memory. You know, the past, the present and the future are all happening at the same time. The past and the future are a fabric of your imagination, but in turn it's happening at this moment for you to perceive it. So the presence in between both of them, the presence in between the past, the present, the future, your life is an enrolling of a present moment. Now you can choose your time, you can choose what you want to do, you can choose how you spend your time, you can choose who you spend your time with. All that should be taken into account, and all that should be looked at and see if it's valuable, see if it's worth what you're doing. Because the present moment's wishing itself away. It's something that we don't really concentrate on. We don't pay attention to it enough. We're going to autopilot, we're going to his day-to-day lives. We're just travelling along trains, we're travelling along buses, we're driving along long motorways. We're in this kind of almost mind state of just autopilot. You know, briefly having intervals of thriving and becoming alive to then just going down to a base level state. Technology is ruining us. Technology is saturating our present moment away from us. You know, I see it only today. I went to a cafe for a breakfast and there was a dad there, and I'm not scrutinising anybody's parenting, but there was a dad there watching his video on his phone while his daughter watched a video on her phone, and the mum was just somewhere in between. And it amazed me, because I just thought, all this precious time that we have around us, you know, we're all just sat here wasting his time on his technology, wasting his time on his phones, not really thriving in the present. We're not allowed to get bored anymore. Being in the present moment is when you're bored. You feel bored within yourself because there's nothing, you're not doing anything, you're not activating anything, you're not choosing to take out any tasks, you're feeling bored. That's when you're connecting with your present. It's not always about sitting down in a lotus position and breathing and feeling everything and, oh, I'm feeling really present at the moment. Sometimes it's going out and doing things and taking action, stepping into the next step forwards, activating yourself. Shitty jobs around your house that you don't actually want to do, get them ticked off. I'm an absolute bugger for leaving my pots, and sometimes to get me roared into my present moment I have to say, right, I'm going to do this, I'm going to concentrate on what I'm doing, because over time tasks just build up. Are you connecting with the present moment? Are you connecting with this present moment in time? Anchor yourself in with your breath. Feel your body, feel what you feel like within this moment. Don't go off just what your emotions are telling you how to feel. That's an important lesson I've learned in life. Emotions come round, thoughts come round. Emotions are attached to thoughts. And emotions attach themselves to memories. So when we experience a memory in our mind, we automatically reimburse an emotion. That's how trauma works, that's how past comes to get you. If you're feeling anxious, you're usually worrying about the future. If you're feeling depressed, you're usually thinking about the past. If you're just being and experiencing them things, then you are the present. And that's where life thrives, that's where it all exists. That's where all the great ideas come from. That's where your life starts, is each living moment. Take each day as it comes. People live weeks, months, days in advance. They live out all these different scenarios, they live out all these different situations without fully anchoring themselves into the now. Start to be more present, man, and you'll get control of your life, you'll get control of your emotions, you'll get to learn more about your psychology, you'll get to learn more about your reactive system, let's call it. You know, how you react to situations, what your triggers are. Being more present, being more aware. Human beings are so disconnected from nature. Just look around. This is all present. This is all happening. Right in this living second. What a beautiful place to be in. You know, everything else is operating within the present moment, within the present now of creation. And I kind of, in my little way, I've always denied the fact of any form of like God or any kind of, not God as an entity, but God as an energy, you know, an encapsulating energy that obviously creates life. So everything around us is acting in the present moment. All these flowers, all these bees, all these birds. All you have to go do is go home and look at your dog in the face. That thing lives in the present moment all the time. It doesn't have time to think about memories and stuff. It's always in the present. It's always excited to see you. It's always doing whatever it's doing. If it's sleeping, it's sleeping. If it's walking, it's walking. If it's running, it's running. Human beings have become conscious. Don't allow our conscious abilities to hinder you. Allow them to elevate you. It's a beautiful experience being a human being until your conscious awareness slips away, until your memory starts to work against you, until your future scares you, until you start working against yourself. That's when it becomes a sad event, because you're working against yourself. So become your own teammate, become present, put your phone down more, talk to your family more, talk to your people more, love your friends and those around you and express love. And in a world that's so caught up in all many different stages and fashions and ways to be, we've got bad men, we've got posh people, we've got all these different versions of what life is expressing. Just be kind. Find somewhere in your life to be kind to somebody, and you will ultimately feel better about yourself. As I always say on this channel, peace and love to anybody watching this. If you've made it this far and you've listened to me ramble, I fully appreciate and respect that. If you've got any feedback or anything you'd like to say, just drop me a message on any social media or drop me a message in the comments. I like to create videos about life, and hopefully someone takes something away from this. So yeah, man.